Hi students, in this video we are going to learn congruence of triangle. First basically you must know that what is meant by congruence. Congruence means the shapes they should have suppose we are comparing two shapes, they should have same size and same shape. Same shape and same size, then only the diagrams will be called as a congruent diagram. So why we are insisting means suppose circle and triangle if you are considering that we cannot say that the congruence itself. Both should have a same size and same shape, then only it will becomes under congruence. For example, suppose if we take two line segments, when the two line segment will be called as congruent means whenever they are having the same length. For example, this is also 4 centimeter. This is also 4 centimeter. Then we can say that these two are congruents. Congruence we have a symbol like this. So this is a symbol for congruence. So this line segment is congruent to this line segment we can say. Suppose if I am considering two circles. When the two circles are called as congruent circle means whenever they are having a same radius. Suppose this is 3 centimeter radius. This is also 3 centimeter radius. Then we can say that both the diagrams are congruent. Radius should be same. Suppose we are taking an angle. Suppose this angle is some 70 degree. Then what will be the congruent of another angle means that also should be definitely 70 degree. These two angles are congruent. They have both the measures should be same. This is about the congruency first. Let's go on to the exercise for better understanding. So let's answer the questions given in 7.1. Complete the following statements. Two line segments are congruent if dash. If they have same length. If they have same length. If the length are same, that line segments will be called as a congruent line segments. Next question. Among two congruent angles, one has the measure of 70 degree. What is the measure of other angle they are asking? Definitely that also 70 degree. Then only it will be called as a congruent angles. Question C. When we write angle A is equal to angle B, we actually means what? We actually means measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle B. That M if you are taking means M, this angle A. That means measure of angle A. Measure of angle A is 45 for example. Measure of angle B is also 45 degree. Then we can say that these two angles are congruent. We'll move on to the next question now. Question number 2. Give any two real life examples for congruent shapes is a question. So congruent shape means they should have same size and same shape. For example, two wheels of a bicycle or bike also you can say. Or two windows which is fixed on the same place, that will be in the same shape and the same size. For any example you can give by yourself for the second question. Third question. In triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. Under the correspondence, ABC is both the side equal to FED. Write all the corresponding congruence part of a triangle. So here they have mentioned clearly triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. Then we have to write all the corresponding congruent parts of a triangle. So there are 6 parts in a triangle. Any triangle if you take, there are 6 parts. So what are all the 6 parts means? There are 3 angles and 3 sides. For if you take one triangle, the 3 sides and 3 angles will be equal. Now for the triangle ABC, suppose if I am taking the first alphabet, that is A, that I can mention as angle A. Then angle A will be equal to, here what is the first alphabet? F. So angle F we can write it. Second alphabet is B, so angle B is equal to, here the second alphabet is E. Like this we should write. Third angle is C. Here the third angle is D. So these are, both are corresponding. For corresponding you can write both the side arrow mark, that is D is equal to C, C is equal to D. That is the meaning. Now all the 3 corresponding parts we have written. Now we are going to write all the corresponding sides. Corresponding sides means, children listen, suppose this is A, B, C. A is angle, B is angle, C is angle. Then what is meant by side means AB is a side, BC is a side, CA is a side. When two alphabets together if you are taking now, that will be mentioning a side. If you are taking individual alphabet, that will be consist of angle. If you are taking two alphabets together, that will be called as a side. So corresponding sides, first two alphabet is AB. So AB is a side, is corresponds to, here the first two alphabet FE. Now I am going to take the second and third alphabet BC. So BC is definitely congruent to, here the second and third alphabet ED. And we are taking first and last, that is CA. CA is a side, definitely it's congruent to first and last, that is D and F. That is your correct answer for the question number 3. Let's move on to the next problem now. Here comes the fourth question. Triangle DEF is congruent to triangle BCA. Write the parts of triangle BCA that corresponds to which side they are asking. Here the first question, angle E is given. Angle E is correspond to which angle? Angle E is angle. E is correspond to which angle we should find out. So here E is in the center place. Here what is in center place? C. So angle E is corresponds to angle C. You have to write it. E is corresponds to angle C. Now EF. EF is a side which is correspond to which side in this triangle. Now EF is a second and third alphabet. Here second and third alphabet is CA. So CA is a side correspond to EF. For angle F, which angle will be the corresponding one they are asking. So F is the last place. Here the last place is A. So we have to write it angle A. Here DF. D and F, first alphabet and last alphabet is DF. Here first and last will be BA. So BA is a side corresponds to the DF. That is your correct answer. Very easily we can write it. Thank you for watching. Like our video, subscribe our channel for more videos.